They ain't reading this to you, are they? Because after church, they go down into the basement, they go down to their little eating area, eating crab, lobster, catfish, pork, greens seasoned with pork, beans seasoned with pork, hammocks and all kind of madness. Got the chitlins and black eyed peas on the first day of Esau's new year. Tradition of men, commandment of men. This is what we've been doing. It has nothing to do with the Most High of Mashiach Yahushua. Understand this. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, what you are doing, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy. Only way you can be holy is we read in Romans 7 and 12. The law is holy. Commandment is holy and just and true and good. The temple of the Most High is holy. Which temple ye are. I'm telling you, can't do these things. So, we have to look at this. Because it tells you in Galatians 3 and 25, but after that faith has come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. See, we ain't got to keep learning. It's like you know how to ride a bike, you ain't keep going. I have to keep going over. Don't eat pork, shrimp, crab. I'll just go to the breakdown of Leviticus 11 chapter. I tell you, clean and unclean foods to eat. Don't eat this, you can eat this. Don't eat this, you can eat this, right? So that's the law of the Most High. So all you that say I could do what I want to eat, I can eat what I want to eat because of what the Most High said here. Let me take that brother here. He don't know what he's talking about. Take him here. I know, you know. He don't know what he's talking about. Because go to 1 Timothy 4 and 4. Take him there. For every creature of the Most High is good. And nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving. All you got to do is pray over it. And it's good to go. Are you serious? That's why I say, you ain't under the law, so therefore you read this and believe this. For it is sanctified by the word of the Most High and prayer. See? Now let's see what he says. Let's go to the time when the judgment going to come upon this earth. And people going to be judged. So if we're talking about you can eat whatever you want to eat, let's go there. Who have fooled you? Who have bewitched you? That you should not believe. Obey the truth. Obey the laws of the Most High. Let's see what he says. The judgment of those that want to eat whatever they want to eat. Unclean foods and so forth. And he told you what's clean and unclean in Leviticus 11 chapter. You don't want to go there to look at it? This is judgment for you. This is the last thing I bring for us and dealing with people that want to just go to 1 Timothy 4 and 4 and so forth. You name it, it's all here in this word. Where you want to go. Isaiah 66 and 15. Let's hear what he says. For behold, the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua and the Mashiach Yahushua will come with fire. He come with fire. And with his chariots, and flying saucers, the IFOs, the identified flying objects, the angels, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Flames of fire is rebuked with flames of fire. You'll get burned. That fire hit you, right? Listen. For by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh. Everybody. He not using water to purify this earth. He gonna use fire and his sword to plead with all flesh. And the slain of the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, shall be many. Hear that? The slain of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua shall be many. Now he's going to tell you who you're going to get. In this case scenario, Verse 17, they that sanctify themselves, holier than thou, and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree, in the midst, doing what? Eating swine's flesh, eating the hog, eating the pig, and the abomination, anything that's unclean, in Leviticus 11 chapter, the dietary laws. And the mouse, and you know people will be eating the mouse family. The mouse, rats. Our people eat mice, rats, possums, raccoons, squirrels, and so forth, shall be consumed together, said the Most High. You hear that? You're all going to be burned up together, said the Most High. So for I know their works. So I know your works. I know what you're doing. I see you not paying attention to what you're eating. Just eating anything thinking it's okay. So I know that works. He going to burn you up with this fire. Well, I know their works and their thoughts. You know what you're thinking. Most I know my heart. You know, I can't do nothing about it. You ain't trying to do nothing about it. You ain't got to eat those things. We're living without eating those things. Change your diet. You have to. He says, well, I know their works, what you're doing, in eating those abominable things, and their thoughts. He said, I know your thoughts, what you're thinking. It shall come to pass, it shall come, that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. You're going to see a Mashiach Yahushua coming to judge and make war. That's the glory of the Most High. You're going to see it. And honor the Most High. And fear the Most High. When you see the galactical battle in the sky, and the battle that's going to be on this earth, everybody going to bow down and serve the Most High, and serve a Mashiach Yahushua, or you're going to perish. Point blank. Since we're here, go to Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. That's in the kingdom. When he come, so you either going to prepare yourself for this now, or you're going to be put to death, as it is written. It's the warning. Can't make it mean nothing different. That's why we got to adhere to this. You don't want to serve him, we'll put you to death. Because you don't want him to reign over you. Look at Jeremiah 50 and 25. The Most High have opened his armory, his weapons of war, and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies, in the land of the Chaldeans. We in the land of the Chaldeans now, because the spirit of the Chaldeans all over this place, Babylon, Babylon, Babal, which is confusion, right here in America. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay all her bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, destruction unto them. For their day is come, the time of their visitation. It's coming, people. Where you going to be at? The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon. We trying to tell you, every nation going to go to their people. Join to their people and go to their own, flee into their own land. What land we going to? We don't have a land to go to. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Most High, our power, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers. That's these ones that have these missiles against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow, all ye that have these missiles, camp against it round about, that none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done, do unto her. You're going to be caught in this fire. You don't change. For she have been proud against the Most High, then said that they the Most High. They are Mashiach Yahushua. They the people of the book, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Most High. So I tell you, I mean, it still goes right along with 2nd Ezra. I'm just here because that fire is coming, y'all. That's why you got to change, become that new man, that new creature. You hear what it say? All her men of war shall be cut off in that day, said the Most High. This is the result, as they all come together to prepare and gonna be afraid, but fight about Mashiach Yahushua. This is the end result. 2nd Ezra 13 and 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude, the men of war, that came to fight against the Mashiach Yahushua when he come to judge and make war, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, and it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together. Blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, which is those that's written here in verse 30 of Jeremiah the 30th chapter. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Most High. What does it say? And fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon the sudden of a innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. I'm telling you, boy, that's the end result. That's prophecy. That you know what's going to happen and where you're going to be at. You'll be part of this, or you'll be part of those that's going to fall into this scenario of the future. Go to Job, 5th chapter. This is where you should want to be. The only way you're going to be this is change. 19th verse. When this is going down, he's saying, Job 5 and 19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah. In 7, there's 7 troubles, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death. There'll be food shortages. No food. You say you're going to redeem you from death. And in war, we just read about war, from the power of the sword. That you don't be falling into the judgment where there's only the smell of smoke and dust. Dust and the smell of smoke. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, things that they saying. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction. Destruction when it cometh. You know, we just read about the destruction. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Just where you want to be. When destruction, all the destruction we just read about, when it come, we want to be able to laugh. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Remember the teeth of wild beasts? Those are spirits that the Most High have on this earth, waiting for the commandment of the Most High. They're going to be eating people up. These ladies say, you ain't be afraid of the beasts of the earth. But thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. That's what you want. That's what this is all about. Working so that we could be a part of this. This is going down. That's why when you look at this prophecy, we have to bring prophecy in so that you can stop being foolish. and realize you got to come back to this truth or you're going to perish. 2 Peter 3. and 9. The Most High is not slack concerning his promise. He ain't slack concerning what he promised us, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering toward us, the children of Israel, meaning suffering long time for us, not willing that any should perish. He don't want us to perish, but that all should come to repentance. All of us Israelites should come to repentance. Ask the Most High to forgive us. But the Most High, let me understand this. Because some of you look at, well, all I got to do is repent. You still have a mentality of what Christianity done taught you. All I got to do is say, I'm sorry in the name of the Lord and Savior, and I'm forgiven. Understand this. Hebrews 10 and 26. Okay? Hebrews 10 and 20. Understand this. Because a lot of you think all they got to do is just call on the name of the Lord and be saved. He going to forgive me. This is what he's saying. Y'all got my second shot running to the Most High all the time for you and being wrong, contradicting his laws, statutes, commandments. This is what he say to you. Hebrews 10:26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, you have the knowledge of the laws of the Most High. What's right? Because there's no excuse. If you don't know, you ain't asking to know, then there's no excuse for you. He said, if you sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. And Mashiach comes and say, I ain't going to the Most High on your behalf. Point blank. Point blank. You know what's right. You ain't inquire what's right. You just do whatever you want to feel, how you feel. You think he's just going to keep on going to the Most High on your behalf? He said that's willful sin. You better think about what you're doing. That's why we have to think about what we're doing before we do it. And it starts with our thoughts, then our speech, then our actions. You got to think about these things. That's why you got to, sometimes you got to pull back, take 25 deep breaths and just, let me wait. Let me really concentrate on what I'm getting ready to say or what I'm getting ready to do. Because we all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High, but this is the change. This is becoming that new man, that new woman, that new child. So you can be different and not the same. Somebody got to accept you for your wickedness. No. It don't work that way. It don't work that way, brothers and sisters. You got to change and become perfect. Don't be talking about you can't become perfect. You ain't Mashiach. He said, you're going to do the things I've done and even greater things. Because I'm going to the Father and I'm coming to you. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. To fulfill the things that I said. He's not a man who should lie. You're going to say he lied? He's not a man who should lie. But he's not going to the Most High. This is the law. This is the law. If you don't know the law, that's on you. Numbers 15. Numbers 15. So I said these laws are very, what is he dealing with? It's coming from the law. Numbers 15th chapter and the 30th verse. It's the law. But the soul that doeth aught presumptuously, willingly, whether he be born in the land or a stranger, the same reproaches the Most High. You reproaching the Most High, disgracing the Most High, that's what it's saying. And that soul shall be cut off from among his people. That's the law. We should already know that. Because he have despised the word of the Most High. You hear that? But you think you okay, because that's what Christianity have you thinking. You ain't under the law. But you're under mercy and grace. You still in a Gentile state of mind. That's why we look at the Galatians. That's in a Gentile state of mind. The Corinthians, that's in a Gentile state of mind. You're still being programmed by these men that's following the commandment of men, the tradition of men, and have rejected the commandments of the Most High. Here it is. because he has despised the word of the Most High. You can't ask for forgiveness and then keep doing the same thing over and over again. Say you have despised the commandment of the Most High and have broken his commandment. That soul shall utterly be cut off. His iniquity shall be upon him. That's the law. That's being quoted here in Hebrews 10:26. That's all they had was the law and the prophets. But see, when you read the New Testament, y'all think it's something new. They named it the New Testament. It's not new. All they had was the law and the prophets. This New Testament was compiled approximately 325 AD. Come on now. That's all they had to go by was the law and the prophets. So verse 27 of Hebrews the 10th chapter says, but a certain fearful, meaning being scared, being afraid, looking for of judgment. Judgment is the punishment for what you've done wrong in breaking the laws of the Most High. And fiery indignation, you hear that? That we just read about. Some fiery indignation that's going to come upon this earth, which shall devour the adversaries. Going to devour all of you that are the enemies of the Most High. James 4:4. Can't get around it. Got to come out. Because he tells you, the adulterers and adulteresses, understand this. It's not just dealing with adulterers, that a man that's going with a married woman, a woman that's married laying down with another man. It's dealing with adulterers, men that went against the Most High, and women, adulteresses, that have went against the Most High. Listen, the adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? You had make yourself be at war with the Most High. Enmity means you at war with the Most High. But you look at man and say, you look at man, and man supposed to accept whatever you saying. A woman supposed to accept whatever you saying. When you are at war with the Most High, and there's no excuse, because you don't know. Most High ain't gonna sit you. I didn't know. Well, you ain't trying to know. Fall on that person. Cast him into the lake of fire. This how serious it's gonna be. He ain't wasting a lot of time. You hear what he's just said? They gonna stand before the Most High through the power of h.o.i, standing in judgment, and they gonna say, well, we did this in that name, we did this in that name, we was righteous in that name, we was casting out devils, doing many wonderful works in that name. You say, you probably ye that work iniquity, I never knew you. Because you was all about yourself and how you were operating in your spirit. Dealing with idolatry, you the I. Thou, you a thou that's an I. Thou. You have faith. Thou, thinking that you dealing with the Most High, you dealing with I, thou, little tree. You see? Because you believe in yourself. You don't believe in the Most High and the h.o.i, else you'll be able to go here and say, this is why I believe like I believe, this is why I act like I act, this is why I speak like I speak. Spiritually, because when you're dealing with this spiritually, you have to, that's why a lot of people like to say, they don't hate you, they hate me. Because when you understand what it is that, from Genesis to Revelation, all these things that's in between here, spiritually, then you have to come with the correction. But see, people don't understand that. They don't understand it. They can get an attitude with me. I don't care. It don't matter to me. You better be understanding what the Most High have to say about the whole situation. Because I fear him. I'm afraid of him. I'm scared of him. But if you ain't scared of him, you don't know him. What you rolling? You rolling with your own spirit. Most people are. You hand the Bible, oh, here you go with that Bible. That's the devil. Why not? This is what I do. This is what brothers and sisters are doing. Why not? Come with the word of the Most High. Who would only not want to hear the word of the Most High? The devil. You know why? Because it condemns him. It ain't about no nationality at all. The devil is in everybody that don't want to follow the Most High's rules and regulations. How it is written here. That's why it says, the adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High. You make yourself be at war with the Most High. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. You love this world that's against the Most High, that's set up to send you straight to hell. But you see people, you know what they doing, and you accept it. You all into it. You're the enemy of the Most High, and you're going to die and be cast in the lake of fire. You don't change. Be transformed into a righteous person instead of this wicked person that you are, dealing with this in this world of evil. You're not gonna be saved or delivered from this evil world. It's gonna consume you. It's gonna consume you, people. Go back to 2 Peter's 3rd chapter. Let's continue. Most High want all of us to come to repentance. 2 Peter 3 and 10. Meaning, repentance meaning you sincerely ask for forgiveness and you don't do the same things over and over again. That's what Mashiach say. I'm not going to the Most High on your behalf. No matter how you think he's going to the Most High on your behalf. You dealing with Satan. You dealing with the left hand because the Mashiach ain't about that. It ain't about you continue to do wickedness and wickedness and wickedness. Then some of you come up, just man falls 7 times and rises up again. Not doing the same thing over and over again. He just told you, I ain't going to the Most High on your behalf. You can rise up all you want to. Keep doing the same thing over and over again. And see, don't the Most High allow Satan to deal with you because that's evil. And you drawing that evil towards you. You drawing Satan to you. Because you keep doing the same thing. I ain't got time for that. There's too many people that are trying to make it to the kingdom, and here you is doing the same thing over and over. You ain't got no time for your wicked butt. Gonna cast you to Satan, because that's who you rolling with. And he going to the Most High telling you on us all the time. They did that. Hear what they thought? This is what they thinking. This is what they did. This is what they said. Most High, him and his imps always report negative. They negative. They recognize negative. They don't recognize righteousness. That's why Mashiach came with the righteousness. That's why he came with the law. Because that's righteous. They're the laws of the Most High. They don't recognize that. They recognize them. That push them away because they're dealing with wickedness, evil, iniquity. That's where you draw that to you. You drawing Satan to you. That evil to you. So you can't receive the blessings of the Most High and the Mashiach. He said, you do what I say, hearken to my voice, do what I say do, I'm going to bless you. You don't, I'm going to curse you. I'm going to bring Satan into everybody that you come around to deal with you. When you're going to be miserable. Listen. 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Most High and the Mashiach will come as a thief in the night. You don't know when a thief comes. Unexpectedly, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The missiles going to be shot into the ends of the world. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Everything you see, you close your eyes, open your eyes, everything you see going to be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and righteousness? Talk about this Bible. Talk about the Most High. Talk about the Mashiach. Talk about things in the Bible instead of yourself. Ourselves. Continually. No conversation of righteousness, but conversation of the world. Because that's who you are. A worldly person. Listen. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire. That's this earth. And the galactical battle that's in the sky, because the fourth dimension ain't going to never burn. That's what the Most High and the angels do. Talk about the ozone layer in the sky, galactical battle in the sky, fire in the sky, and fire on this earth shall be dissolved. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, it's a promise he promised us. Look for new heavens. We read about it. In Isaiah 66:22 down. We look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. You hear that? This new heaven and this new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's why he told us. Go to Isaiah, the 60th chapter. He told us this. In Isaiah 60 and 18. He say, violence shall no more be heard in thy land. No more violence will be heard in our land, as he put us in our land. Wasting nor destruction within thy borders. No more destruction. No more wasting of the land in our borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation. We're going to call our walls power, wisdom, and authority. Salvation. And thy gates praise. When you got 3 gates on the north, 3 gates on the south, 3 gates on the west, 3 gates on the east. We're going to call our gates praise. The sun shall no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Most High shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power thy glory. Mashiach Yahushua. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. Sun not going to go down. The moon, that's understanding, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, shall not depart from us. For the Most High shall be thine everlasting light. Here the Most High going to be fulfilling the light continually. His way, his law, statutes, and commandments. And the days of thy mourning shall be ended. No more sorrow. It's going to be ended. Thy people also shall be all righteous. Hear that? Will be all righteous. As we just read. They shall inherit the land forever. We're going to inherit the land forever. This is what this is all about. If our names is written in the book of life. They shall inherit the land forever. Gonna live forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Yes. The branch of my planet. This is what the Most High say he gonna do. Not no man. Talking about come to Israel or come to whatever land. This is the land of plenteousness. We don't have that now. It's defiled. You gotta burn it up. You think you're gonna set New Jerusalem over there in Israel? And from Israel all the way to the Euphrates? Now? No. Listen, he said, the branch of my planting, he gonna plant us in that land. The work of my hands, not no man's hands. That I may be glorified. You hear that? That the Most High could be glorified. So little one shall become 1,000. You ready for that? So little one become 1,000. Have 1,000 children. And a small one, a strong nation. I, the Most High, will hasten it in his time. That's the mindset we got to have. Looking forward to this. Some of you ain't looking forward to this because you just missed the fact that they say a little one shall become 1,000. You can't even relate to that. Ain't no woman gonna have no 1,000 babies. Come on. And a strong nation? No. But we're gonna be in the kingdom with peace and love and no more violence, no more criminals, no more people hating on us. That's what the message is about. Being able to be ready for the righteousness that the Most High is going to give us in being able to be in the kingdom that he's prepared for us. It's already prepared. Myself Shai said, I go to prepare a place for you. It's already prepared. You think 2,000 years it ain't prepared? It's prepared. Ezra told us as he prophesied about the end time. You understand this? Ezra They ain't had a law. We done lost the law. The Most High had Ezra bringing forth the law. Had to go out, start all over again. He gave a law to Moses, but he gave it back to Ezra. And then more than what he gave Moses. That's why the Spirit had me locked in with Ezra. Listen. 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, and verse 52. Listen. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted. The tree of life is planted. That's everlasting life is planted. The time to come is prepared, see? The time to come in the future, what we just read about, is prepared. Like I said, it's prepared already. Plenteousness is made ready. Plenty of everything is made ready. A city is builded. City is builded. And rest is allowed. Rest gonna be allowed, people. Yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom. In the kingdom, the root of evil is sealed up from you. There'll be no more evil in the kingdom. Wickedness and the mob is hid from you. Ain't no wickedness gonna be around us. Most High will if we be there. And corruption is fled into hell, to be forgotten, thrown in the lake of fire, to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, ain't no more tear ducts, ain't no more crying. And in the end is showed the treasure of immortality, living forever and ever and ever. That's what this is about. That our names will be written in the book of life. Other than that, what's the point? Go to 2 Peter 3 and 15. 2 Peter 3:15. And account that the long suffering of our power is salvation, even as our beloved brother Paul also according to the wisdom given unto him have written unto you, as also in all his epistles that we've been going over, like Galatians, the 3rd chapter, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood. See, some things are hard to be understood. People to come up with their own understanding of what he's talking about in error of the scriptures. So I say some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable wrestle with. They wrestle with the understanding of what he's saying, as they do also the other scriptures, unto their own destruction. You hear that? So you don't want to follow nobody that's leading you to destruction, that don't understand. Like I say, his writings, his epistles, which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable they're wrestling with, trying to get the understanding, as they do also the other scriptures, unto their own destruction, it says. Ye therefore, beloved, the Israelites are beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware lest ye also, being led away with the error of the wicked, fall from your own steadfastness. You hear that? Ye therefore, beloved, we got to see who the beloved is. A lot of y'all say, oh, I'm beloved, but you another nation? No. And this is only the truth. Don't get an attitude with me, you got to take it over with the Most High. I didn't write this, but I know what it says in Baruch, the 2nd chapter, the 36th verse. As far as his beloved. It says what? And ye therefore, verse 17, beloved. Who is that talking to? Baruch 2 and 36. He have found out all the way of knowledge, and have given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved. So the Israelites are the beloved of the Most High. This is who he's talking to. In verse 17. Ye therefore, beloved, you therefore, Israelites, seeing ye know these things before, Beware lest ye also, being led away with the error of the wicked, why they gonna call you foolish, and the wicked done bewitch you until this day, fall from your own steadfastness. You fall from the Spirit of the Most High, the Spirit of the Most High leading you into the kingdom to be thrown into the lake of fire, where the worm never died and the fire never could, with the wicked of our people and other nations, no matter who. You got a choice to choose life or death. That's it, people. That's it. But see, everybody want to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. You better understand. Go to Deuteronomy 27. Deuteronomy 27 and 26. The law. Deuteronomy 27 and 26. Cursed be he that confirmeth not all the words of this law to do them. And all the people shall say, like I say, I don't like that word. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High. Ultimate praise of the Most High. Not no so be it. To the Most High. We give praise to the Most High. Like I said, they added that in there. That's one way it's been tampered with. So, curse everyone that do not do the commandments of the Most High. Right? Galatians the 3rd chapter. 13th verse. Christ have redeemed, h.o.i have redeemed us from the curse of the law. You curse the law because what? You're not following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Therefore, all these curses are going to come upon you. Being made a curse for us, meaning his precious blood was shed for the remission of the sins of Israel. For it is written, curses everyone that hangeth on a tree. See? h.o.i, he hung him on a tree. Go to Acts 5 and 30. Acts 5 and 30. The power of our fathers, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, raised up a h.o.i on the 3rd day, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Okay? So we see the same thing here in Galatians 3:13. h.o.i have redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. For it is written, cursed is every one that hangeth on a tree. They hung him on a tree. Like they hung us on trees and so forth. But see, we don't want to accept this. The ultimate sacrifice for the children of Israel. He was for the sins of the 12 tribes of Israel. As the Lamb of the Most High,